Y'all know what it is. Just me, Juan. Welcome to another episode of Chatting at the Charger. listen, listen, y'all. This is your platform. This is your platform. And if you can't be you on your platform, then what is going on? Prime example, I'm a preacher, I'm an artist, I'm a lesbian, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a stepmom, I'm a bonus mom, I'm a daughter, I'm a niece, I'm an aunt, I'm a sister. I mean, I'm a mom. I'm a lot of things, right? And there are things I have sheltered from the world. And it's not because I was private. It's not because I'm a private person, but because I have fear of people judging me. Like if this is your this I'm just trying to tell y'all. If people don't like what you produce on your platform, then they need to get the hell off your platform. Period. Like period. Some of us, like for me, I don't use profanity in my music. I don't use profanity on my platforms because of the people. I don't want to disrespect the people. I got pastors and I got bishops and I got bosses and a lot of people follow my platforms. And I just don't want to present myself like that. But when I'm home, in my room, in my bedroom, if I want to let shit fly, I let it fly. Right? That's what happens. So even in me being me, be you is free, be me is free. Even me being me, I'm still curbing myself for y'all. That is crazy. It's crazy. And it's like, bottom line, it's all for people. It's all for people. The ones there are people who are super duper stars. Silly as hell, was the class clown in school, dropped out of school. There are people who are millionaires who would say, you know what, let me go back and get my GED. For what? Because it's something they want to do. It's something they want to do. Look at Method Man. He said, no, I got to go get my GED before y'all his kids graduate from high school. Come on. Well, this is your platform. First of all, this is your life. I, in no wise, am going to try to figure out or try to run your life. I can't do it. Do you know how hard it is to live your own personal life? I just love this mic so much. It's crazy. Do you know how hard it is to live your own life? I can't try to govern your life. It's too hard to govern my own. The problem is we have too many people we're fighting against about how we want to live our lives. If you want to live your life and you want to go shoot people up, there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about that. I can encourage you not to do it because, hey, you don't want to be in jail. You don't want to hurt people. What if somebody takes somebody's life who you love? That don't mean nothing to these people who are out here killing. They killing because that's what they want to do, and that's why they doing it. And guess what? When they get caught, they going to jail. They getting the lethal injection, they death row, maximum security, where you get 1 hour out of a cell. That's them. If you choose that, that's you. I'm not doing that. I'm not running out here killing people. I'm not going to go out here robbing people because that's not what I want to do. But I'm not going to govern your life. I can give you wisdom and I can give you advice. And that's what people don't understand. Is me giving you sound wisdom or you getting wise counsel? That's not somebody trying to run your life. That is you asking for advice on a situation. The problem we have as people is we're always asking for people's opinion. I don't the hell with your I don't want your opinion. I don't want your opinion because the opinions are just like Jordan's the GOAT, LeBron's the GOAT. It's your opinion. There's no way to prove factually that somebody is the greatest of all times. You can have an undefeated record like Mayweather. People say he's the great. He say he's the greatest of all time. But you're not. How can you be the greatest boxer and you haven't fought all the great boxers? You know what I mean? You can't. You couldn't fight Muhammad Ali in his prime. You know, you. It's like it's crazy. It's crazy. I still personally, my opinion is that Jordan's a GOAT. That's me. That's an opinion. I think he's the greatest of all time. It's not a fact. It is my opinion. Period. It's just how I feel about the game. You can say the greatest artist is this. I guarantee you, some of the people you think is the greatest music artist, the greatest music artist that's alive right now. Just think about it. All right, let's break it down like this. Taylor Swift probably has. Let's give it 400 million fans. Let's just say that 400 million fans. All right, is 8 billion people in the world. So 10% of 8 billion is 800 million. 10% of 8 billion is 800 million. She has 400 million fans, give or take. Give we'll give close to the five. Matter of fact, let's just say she got 800 million fans. Let's push the envelope. 800 million fans. Let's say that, right? So in having 800 million fans with 8 billion people in the world, that means that 90% of the world are not Taylor Swift fans. As popular and well known as Taylor Swift is, 90% of the world don't give a damn. It's crazy. 90% of the world can care less who Taylor Swift is. They don't know who she is. But yet, she is a multi-millionaire living her life off of less than 10% of the population. All I need is a quarter of 1%. And I can live such a wonderful life. I don't need all that. I don't need all that. So we got to put things in perspective. My point in saying all of that is that everybody is not going to like you. Does Taylor Swift care if people in Zimbabwe listen to her music? No, she don't care. She does not care. It is hard to look at it that way. It's like it's no way in the world 90% of the population don't like Taylor Swift. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Even if she had 1 billion fans, even if she had one, even if she had 2 billion fans, even if she had 2 billion fans, and that is an astronomical number of people, 2 billion fans, that's still only 25% of the population, which means 75% of the world's population have no clue who she is. That's crazy. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, when he was alive, as great as a pop star that he was, there was probably, he may have had, I would probably stretch it as far as 25% of the world. I would even go as, I don't know, man. You think that the whole entire world knew Michael Jackson, but it was impossible because Michael Jackson wasn't even a billionaire. If you knew 1 billion people and everybody gave you $1, that would make you a billionaire. But regardless of all of the records he's sold, the multiple times he's gone platinum, Michael Jackson was never recorded as a billionaire. But 50 Cent, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, these black people are considered billionaires. So that means there was a lot of people who did not know Michael Jackson. It's crazy that there's 70-year-old people in this world right now who don't know who Michael Jackson is. I'm telling you, I'm a driving instructor, right? And we talk music in the car from time to time. And I like to ask, who's your favorite musical artist? And I hear a new name every day. And I look them up on YouTube. And I'm like, man, they got 14 million subscribers. Like, yeah, I said, I've never heard of them. And they look at me like I'm crazy. You've never heard of them? I mean, we're in the same city. And I've never heard of these people. Whoever JID is, JID, just heard of them. Just heard of him. Tyler the Creator, just heard of him last year. Just heard of this guy. Rod Wave, just heard of. I mean, there are people. Gracie Adams, 3 days ago, just heard of her. And these people have multiple millions of fans and subscribers. Millions of plays. Tyler the Creator has millions of plays. He got an album that just came out this year. One of them songs, it's called Sticky. I heard that song yesterday. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. These songs got millions, like 40 and 50 million streams. And I did not know who they were. So you're not as important as you think you are. Let me prove it to you. Donald Trump is about to be the president of the United States. Joe Biden, Joe Biden is currently the president. Barack Obama was president, right? We know him. We know them because they're our presidents, right? Who's the president of Senegal? Who's the prime minister of Ontario, Canada? Who's the leader of Sydney, Australia? Who's the president of South Africa? Give me any name of any leader in Antarctica. There's got to be a leader. There got to be something. Somebody over there leading something. What about Italy? Who's the president? Who's the leader? What about, let me see, India? Who's the leader of India? Let's go. Let's go. Let's get even smaller. Let's come back home. Let's come back home. Who's the governor of your neighboring state? The states that you are connected to, for Philly, it would be, or for Pennsylvania, it would be Delaware, Jersey, New York, Indiana. I don't know the governors of any of those. I have no idea. As well known as they may be, I have no freaking clue who you are. So there are going to be people who do not know you. It doesn't matter how famous, how well known you are. There are people who are not going to have a clue who you are. They don't know who you are. You're not that important. So guess what? You're not that important to me. Your opinion has to stop mattering to you, to people. Your opinion doesn't matter to me. People's opinion has to stop mattering. Advice is fine. Wise counsel is fine. But when people take too much stake into how you're living your life, they need to get the hell away from my circle because there's too much going on in your life for you to be worried about me. We always say, you need to get yourself together. You need to get yourself together. Well, no matter how true that may be, I'm not going to tell you because there's somebody who's above me that can tell me that. Regardless of my income, regardless of where I live, you could live in a $1 million house, and somebody who lives in a $40 million house can tell you you need to get your life together. You come on over here, look, you're living in an apartment. Somebody with a $1 million house can be considered living in an apartment to somebody who got a $40 million house. So it doesn't matter your status. There's somebody above you that think you live on the bottom. Oh, I would never live in a $1 million house. That's crazy to me. That there are people who would not live in Elon Musk. He's worth multiple $1 billion. The house you live in, he's not coming over for dinner. Mm-mm. You think Tyler Perry coming over for dinner? He ain't coming to my house. He ain't coming to my part of the city. Trust me. If buses run where you live at, these people ain't coming over there. If the Ubers run, if you could call an Uber, the billionaire ain't coming. If you can call an Uber, if you're calling an Uber, because where these people live, they have drivers. Everybody around them has a driver, multiple drivers.